everyone, and welcome to another beautiful, one of a kind, epic,
glorious,
I love it. Oh yes, ooh.
Yes.
Ooh, episode of
Feel It,
the bomb,
decom.
Yes, beautifully
Yes.
said. The podcast for those raised by the Disney Channel. So thank you for listening, and yeah,
So excited.
I know it's not for you all. We haven't skipped any releases, but just like a little
us.
behind the scenes. We have been off for like 4 weeks.
Took them last
Since
little
before
break.
Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now it's 2024, almost February.
We are nearing February. I had COVID for a time, and so we just weren't able to record for a little while, but we're back. And we are excited to be here. And today we're talking about the 2006.
Wait, we didn't introduce ourselves.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Do you know who we are? Can you guess by our voices? Who's this?
Yeah. Can you guess our identities just from our voices? We're famous, so you should be able to.
Exactly. Well, I'll say I'm Bethany.
And I'm Crystal.
Yes, my little songbird.
Nice.
Yeah. And yes, today, we're talking about the 2006 Disney Channel original movie, Return to Halloweentown.
Yeah.
The end of the Halloweentown saga. Thank God.
Oh my God. This one was so hard to get through, but I'm glad it's over. I'm glad I did it.
Oh, initial
We
thoughts.
did it.
Initial thoughts. Tell me what you think.
It feels like initial thoughts is like this felt low budget even for Disney Channel. Like I felt like this was
Dip.
like the Dip, it's Donkey Dog. Bro, I felt like the budget for this movie was like $5 or something. The graphics were horrible.
Damn.
There was just for a Disney Channel movie, there was no reason for anything, for any of this, honestly. And
yeah,
I don't understand the whole culmination of everything being surrounding Aggie, and she's nowhere to be found. She disappeared from the beginning of the movie. We never saw her again.
I feel like Debbie Reynolds was like, listen, you have me for 3 hours. You
so.
get what you need to get.
Because every time she would show up, it's like, there's some interference. I can't hear you. And then she's gone. And then,
just so you know, we're going to be gone for the entirety of the film. We're interdimensionally traveling, so you'll never see me again. Like, she really was like, not about it.
It seems so ridiculous because I wanted some closure from her. Or not closure, but just, I don't know, just some insights into her past, since she was the queen of Halloweentown, supposedly. And
that was wild.
Right? I was like, excuse me?
They reset the lore. Like, this felt like a requel. Like, they wanted to reset with this new Marnie and then do a bunch of other that never happened, obviously, but that's what it felt like to me.
Like, the ending felt like there was going to be more. The fact that the amulet wasn't just like the things were lingering. Yes. And I'm like, oh, now they're building this thing with Ethan for some reason.
I'm like, where is my Luke? Where is Luke?
Saying, where is he? We're back in Halloweentown. He's somewhere around. Like, why isn't he in the movie? Where is he?
And it's weird because we're going to get into the plot, but like the movie centers around non-witches being admitted to the university. So like, where's Luke?
There. Yeah.
Where is he?
It's Goblin time. Like, what are you talking about? Hello?
It's Goblin time.
Yeah. And of course, we don't even see or hear Sophie once. She's mentioned,
she's retired.
But she's gone. Yeah.
That actress straight up retired.
Oh. Rightfully so. They did her dirty for too many movies, and she's like, I'm never coming back. Goodbye.
But I do like her reasoning for not being present is that she's like doing real magical shit, which I'm like, finally.
Yeah. Like, Aggie was talking about how her interdimensional travel needs some work, but she's flourishing and da-da-da-da. And I'm like, finally. Okay, here we go. Yeah. Sophie's getting the attention she needs, even though we never see her. But cool.
Even though Marnie is still like, obviously, like, she's the chosen one from the prophecy, because she's fucking Marnie.
And she does nothing yet again. Or barely anything?
I liked this movie.
Oh!
I know, like, everyone's gonna hate me for this, and I agree with them to an extent, but I think it is my favorite Halloweentown film.
Oh my God. I'm gonna edit that out. I'll cut that out. Don't worry.
No, no. I need the people to know. I need to speak my truth, Crystal.
Oh my goodness.
I think it is
wild.
my favorite of the Halloweentown. I know.
I was not expecting you to say that at all.
I wasn't expecting myself to feel that way, but here we are.
Why? Is it because it makes sense?
It makes sense, but it was still kind of fun. I thought the villains were, like, interesting and cool. I hated that there was no Luke. That was my, like, number one complaint. Obviously, the number two being this is a fake Marnie.
Yeah.
But I also, like, okay, the reason I thought about why I hate this fake Marnie so much, Sarah Paxton is this actress's name. Mm-hmm. She most notably was in Aquamarine.
Yeah, I remember
She played Aquamarine.
Yeah.
Yeah. She reminds me of all the, like, popular girls I went to high school with. Like, she just has, like, head bitch, Florida, 2005, high school mean girl written all over her.
100%. It's definitely the hair. The brown, the
yes.
dark brown curly hair. I was like, she actually reminds me of someone that went to my high school that was, like, the popular girl. And I'm like, oh, God. She's getting very
absolutely.
Much that. Yeah.
But I thought she did a decent job. I don't think she was like, and I think this was smart. She wasn't just doing Kimberly J. Browning doing Marnie,
right.
But I think she was doing a good job playing Marnie.
Yeah, I think so. She did okay. I did miss, like, Marnie's expressiveness. Marnie has a little bit more, like, edge. She's got more, like...
yes, Kimberly's my queen. Trust.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kimberly's the best. Like, she's no Kimberly. No.
Right. Felt that.
Yeah.
And I missed it. I missed Kimberly's just, like, little quips and facial expressions and her energy. But, like, Sarah did, like, she did a good job. I mean, she was a believable...
She did her own thing.
Witch. Yeah. Yeah, she did.
I agree. And I think I like that this one fully was, like, in the Halloweentown universe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, there were no human world stakes, and I think that's part of what I enjoyed.
I feel that. It was all contained.
So.
In the right place.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I also, like, enjoyed Dylan a lot. Like, I feel like he got to play a more central role in this one, and I thought he was really fun.
Yeah, me too. I enjoyed seeing him, like, use some magic. Like, he was all like, speed read, hold on a second. Da, 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 da.
I know, we find out my boy, the reason he graduated a year early, he's been using magic to speed read.
Truly. That was honestly my favorite part of the whole movie. The rest of it, absolute trash. But
I like the Sinister Sisters. Terrible actors. They are the worst actors on the planet. Like,
so bad.
Like, what is it? The snotty guy. He's like a goblin or something.
I guess
he hits on them, and they're like, and she, like, knocks him over with magic, and it's like, get away from me, snot boy. But the way she says it is so like, what? Who talks like that?
Honestly, I feel like all the villain people were just like, they were just delivering their lines so strangely. Like the Dr. Grog professor dude.
Oh when they my were God, all... Dr. Grog.
Yeah, they were all in the room, like, conspiring. And he just suddenly is like, silence! Only a Cromwell may unleash the and he just, like, he just starts going wild for, like, no reason. We're just having a normal conversation. And so I'm like...
He's bugged from start to finish. Like, truly. Also when he says, like, my name is Dr. Grog, not G-Man, not G-Dude. Then he says, not G-Unit. My man says G-Unit.
Oh, I'm like, this is 2006.
What in the 50 cent mid-2000s mess is this?
They knew their audience. They knew their audience well. But yeah.
I guess so. But God, Gen Z would watch this and have no idea what that meant.
Oh my God, you're right. I would hope that they would have some history. Please.
Oh, Crystal, what we figured out is that Gen Z knows absolutely nothing about anything.
They are Jon Snow. Yeah, it's facts.
They're a bunch of Jon Ass Snows walking around here.
Oh my God. G-Unit takes me back. It's kind of sad to think that someone could hear that and not instantly be like, unit. Like, that's just what my mind does. But yeah, Dr. Ichabod Grog. He's a dumbass.
Ichabod Grog! What a great name.
Oh, yeah. I had a
my
little
goodness,
note. I was like, did our Van Dyke boy already retire in 2006 or something? Where the hell is he? Yeah, I missed him throughout the whole movie.
I miss him. I missed him for sure. Well, let's get into the actual recap.
Let's do it.
And relive this wonderful film.
For the last time, Halloweentown.
Yes.
Here we are.
Yeah, I'm never watching any of these ever again.
I'm watching the first one for sure again, but never.
Literally none of them ever again.
Never any of the sequels. No.
Not unless I'm super high at a social gathering and someone puts it on. That is the only way.
Or we do a marathon of the Disney Channel movie drinking game. The cringe drinking game.
Okay. If we make it a drinking game, I could do that. Yeah, that's a good idea. Okay. So, per usual, we waste no time with these movies. We start off and we see who we find out later is Silas Sinister. And he is reciting a prophecy about Marnie being the chosen one.
Yeah. Silas.
And I know Silas. That's my boo's name, Silas. And he is very sinister.
Yes.
I told him that and he was like, villains are always named Silas. He's not wrong. Okay.
Yeah. It's just an evil sounding name, I guess. I don't know why.
It is. I love the name Silas so much.
Yeah,
so I had to find myself someone with that name.
Sinister Bay.
So then we Sinister Bay. We see Marnie, or new Marnie, and she is using magic to sort her closet. She's clearly packing for something. Then we see her interacting with her mom and Dylan, and we learn that Sophie and Aggie, her grandma, are in an alternate dimension because Sophie is finally learning magic, as she should be, because most magical bitch on the planet.
Finally being recognized. Bless.
Yes. So we see Aggie in Soup, and she's basically FaceTiming them, and that's when she tells us about them interdimensionally time traveling. And then Marnie springs on her mom that she has been admitted with a full scholarship to which university, and this is in Halloweentown. So she wants to go to school there. And of course, her mom, who still is on her bullshit.
Yeah, truly.
Is anti. Yeah, her mom wants her specifically to do 2 years of community college and then go to university.
It's like, girl, give it up. Like, we're on 4 years of this shit. Like, please.
Literally every film, I feel like she's like anti-magic. At the end, she's like, okay, I need to get back in my magic game. It's useful. And then by the next film, she's anti-magic again. I'm like, what is happening with her? Does she have like 51st date syndrome where her brain resets every day? I don't understand.
That's literally what it feels like. Like, as soon as you go through some traumatic, weird, magical fight at the end of the movie, the next day you wake up and you're just like, oh, I hate magic. Alrighty, let's get started. And it's like, girl... Did you forget what the fuck y'all was just doing the other day? I don't know.
She must, but it's annoying. I'm sick of her, but whatever.
Irritating.
So Marnie, as we said, she got a full scholarship, so she's like, you can't stop me.
Yeah, she's like, I'm going. I'm 18. Like, fuck you.
And then she like instantly is going, and Dylan, her brother, is carrying her bags for her, and he's going with her all the way to like the school. They get a ride from Benny once they portal into Halloweentown.
I want to mention first, before, like, when they were about to go into the portal, when she was leaving, when Gwen came out to say goodbye, she, like, for some reason runs back, like, she sprinted back into the house and slams the door shut, like, and waves to them from the window. And I
missed that. That's really weird.
I don't know why she did that. Like, why did she run into the house?
What? Okay, I have to go back and watch that.
She like gives her the bracelet and she's like, here's a witch's glass, blah, blah, blah. All right, be safe. And then she literally like runs as fast as she can back to the house and slams the door. And I thought like,
that's very weird.
Like maybe the earth is going to shake. Maybe something's going to happen when they step through the portal or it's some weird shit.
No.
But nothing happened. Nothing. They just step right through and it's fine. So I'm like, okay, girl. All right.
And she's like, I just don't want to be near any magic, but who knows? Very odd. I'll have to go back and watch that.
So strange.
So they portal, and then they of course see Benny, the cab driver, the skeleton cab driver who loves bad jokes. And we also see that it's the 1000th year celebration of which university?
Right.
So they take the cab, and when they get to the school, we see a gargoyle kind of watching Marnie, and we see that Silas Sinister is using the gargoyle to like keep an eye on her and like track her. Yeah. And they say that like, oh, the prophecy is right on track because she's arriving. We then see Ethan, who was in Halloweentown High. He was the warlock who came to go to school in the Yemen world. He's played by Ryan. Can't think of his last name from High School Musical.
Yeah,
I know people are listening to this screaming.
Truly.
Yeah, I would be too.
He's a Disney king. We need to know his name, but
he's a Disney king.
Forget.
Yeah, so he's at the school.
Evans.
And Ryan Evans. Wait, is that his name in the movie? What's his real name?
Oh, that's his name in the movie. Oh
Lucas
my God.
Gabriel. Lucas Gabriel.
Mr.
That's
Gabriel.
his real name.
Gabriel.
Okay. But some respect to his name, Lucas Gabriel.
Yes.
Okay. And then Marnie hides him from him for some weird reason. That's really never like fully explained, but that's how they first see each other.
I think it was the awkwardness from like him having almost sabotaged her shit the prior years in high school. Yes, I think they never cleared it up or something. I don't know.
Probably, but they instantly are like, that's squashed. It's just like, they're not weird about it the second they talk to each other. So it's kind of like...
Yeah, they are. When they first meet in the cafeteria, they're all like, hey. She's like, hey. And then the genie friend is standing there like...
And she's like, monosyllabic.
Vocabulary you guys got there. Okay.
Yeah.
And then it like takes them a second to be like, he's like, you know, I'm sorry about all that stuff that happened with my dad. Da, 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 da. And then I think they're over it. But I think that's why. I think it's lingering.
Yeah, I guess I don't I'm not a teenager, but like I think it's stupid, but
yeah, same.
It is what it is. And so they're coming into the school, and we see that Marnie tries to use magic to like carry her suitcases in, and Dr. Grog, we find out it's Dr. Grog. Eventually, he busts open those suitcases and knocks them on the floor and trips both Dylan and Marnie, and is a real dick about it. And at the same time, we see three mean girls who are clearly sisters. And they let Marnie know that use of magic is forbidden on school grounds, which is really weird because it's a magic school, but whatever.
School. Yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah, makes no sense. So, I love this moment because Dylan sees the main sister, Scarlet, and is instantly totally into her. And she just says to him, I'm not your type. Which is a great way to tell someone you're out of their league.
Yeah,
like, I'm not your type.
I'm not your type, babe. Sorry to let you know.
And then we find out that Dylan isn't just helping her settle in. Oh no, he is attending which university?
Truly. And Gwen put him in that position. The mom. Yes.
So it turns out Gwen only let Marnie go to the school if Dylan went there to keep tabs on her. Which is
so fucked up.
Can you imagine your parent hijacking your college choice and experience to keep a tab on your sibling who already has main character syndrome?
Absolutely not. No. I mean, I would feel bad for sure. Maybe in my younger years at Dylan's age, I might do it just because I'm like, damn, I don't want to hinder my siblings. You know, they really want to do this. Like, this is their whole thing. But it's so unfair. I would definitely be giving my parents, like, hella shit. Like, you guys can't put me in this. Like, I am a person. I have a life, too. Like, the fuck?
I am a person.
Yeah, like I am a whole human being over here.
It's weird too because it's like Dylan is so
like
academically invested.
Yeah.
Like so like he seems like the kind of guy who'd be like wearing a Harvard sweatshirt
He's going to Princeton
when he was like 13. Like
literally, yes.
So I'm like, is he not already like, you know, early admissions to these places?
Like literally already set for the Ivy League. That's what I would assume.
And like it seems like Marnie tells her mom and like leaves within like a day. So when did Dylan also
get admission?
It makes no sense.
I don't get it.
And then I also was confused just because like logically Dylan is younger than Marnie. We do find out later, as we said, that he sped read his way through a grade and skipped. So that's explained. True. But the rest of it is still very confusing.
Yeah, because he looked very small in the first movie. Very, like, so much younger than her.
Yeah.
So even if he did skip a grade, it's like, if Marnie's 18, he should be 16, right? I think.
I mean, I guess they're a year apart is what it sounds like. So I guess he must be 17.
I guess so. In that first movie,
and I mean,
he
like,
looks
to
a
be
solid
fair,
2-3 years younger than her, but who knows?
But boys do mature slower than girls, right? So
True.
In the first one, they definitely look like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's so small.
And then the next movie,
hell.
though, they could be the same age from then on, honestly. Yeah. So I was kind of like, were they twins all along? But like in the first movie, he's so small you can't tiny. Tell.
That'd be so wild.
But no, I think there's a year between them. Is my understanding.
No, they're gonna like reveal that secret in the 5th Halloweentown, that they are actually twins, and there's a prophecy that Cromwell twins are going to come to which university. And
Gwen pretended that they weren't twins to hide their magical destiny from them.
To protect them, quote unquote. Mm-hmm. That's the plot of Halloweentown 5.
We should really be writing decom scripts. Like, I'm not kidding. We are great at it.
We are. It's what we're meant to do. We will bring the kids what they want.
Yeah. That's not a brag, but it's true. It is what we're meant to do.
It's just facts. Yeah.
It is
not bragging if it's facts. Okay.
Or if it's nothing to brag about. But that's what we're meant to do.
My destiny is writing Disney Channel original movies. Yes.
Yeah, we need to like put us in touch with someone. We need to make this happen.
Yeah, somebody out there. Send us an email.
Yeah, so Marnie is briefly confused. She accepts it more than I would if I was told my sibling is following me to college with no notice.
She accepts it hella quick. Like
it
just takes her one sentence and she's good. And I'm like, girl, I would have been making a fuss.
Yeah, and then as you said, you pointed out earlier, like Dylan also does not like magic, so it doesn't make sense that he'd want to go to Witch U.
No, not at all. Oh, I don't know. I don't get it.
No sense. We see Marnie then settling into her room. She has a dope ass dorm.
Yeah.
Better than anyone's I've ever seen. But she's settling in, and we see Aggie teleport in very briefly, but of course the connection's not bad, so she can't stick around. She's got to go.
Dude,
that is the last time we see her in the
forever. That's it.
Yeah, that is a wrap on Debbie Reynolds.
When her connection is like breaking up, she says, "A solar flare is interfering with my slipstream." Oh, yeah. And I'm like, what the fuck are we doing?
And I was like, what the fuck does that mean? What's a slipstream?
Like, where are you, girl? What is happening? But yeah, we literally never see her again.
A queen.
So
yeah, that's a wrap. Thank you, Debbie Reynolds, for your service to these films.
Truly, our main takeaway: go.
Thank you.
It's just as good at freezes us. Go.
Or.
Oh.
Our girl Harriet, a queen, an icon.
Oh.
R.I.P. Howling Harriet.
Truly. Oh wow.
Those are the best moments in the franchise.
Literally. Literally. The best.
Yeah. Marnie then gets a note that she needs to go see her resident advisor, and she does. We see that she is a genie named Anissa, and she lives in her room, but in a lamp in her room.
Yeah, that's so cute.
Cool, I guess. Yeah. So they go to the school cafeteria together. I liked it too. They go to the school cafeteria together, and we see the Sinister Sisters. We see that they're very popular, and even though magic is banned, they still get away with doing magic when they want to, and that boys around the school will do magic for them because they're like the hottest girls in town, and everyone's
they're the head bitches. Yeah.
They really are. And I mean, like, I think the Sinister Sisters are pretty, yes. Mm-hmm. But, like, these guys are so stupid. Like, you can't all put your eggs in this one Sinister Sister basket. Like, they can only date so many of you.
Truly. But I don't think men think about that. They just assume, like, I'm gonna win. If I keep going, they're gonna pick me.
Yeah.
I think that's just how they're wired. What?
Did you watch Perfect Match on Netflix?
Oh yeah, the one where they match every night or something, or like every.
They have to, like, and it's all the people from
like the other shows. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yes, it's giving how the men were towards Francesca on that show.
Oh,
where every man on that show was like, "Oh, I'm gonna go for Francesca, man. Like she's looking super hot tonight. Like yeah, and it's like, dude, like, be smart about this.
Like, yeah, like you realize if you don't have a match, like you leave, like you're not gonna make it to the end. I don't even know what did they win
And
money?
everyone on this show's attractive, so like just choose someone else.
Everyone's hot. Just make sure you have someone. Did they win money though? Is that ridiculous? I don't even remember what they got.
That was the most chaotic show I've ever witnessed because like the point was never fully explained nor understood.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool.
That's all I have to say about that.
And I know that it was like it's complete farce because one of the girls from Love is Blind was gonna go on that show when she was fully married, and they didn't care. They were just still gonna cast her from this most recent season of Love is Blind. One of the ones who didn't get their story focused on, like she got kind of cut out, but we see her at the little parties and stuff.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. She's got some drama too, some drama unfolding with her post-show.
I've read a little bit about it. Okay, well, share the drama. Send it to me because I want to catch up. But
okay. I'll send you
did you see there's a new season coming out like very soon?
Yeah, next month I think. Yeah, I'm excited.
Ridiculous.
I can't wait.
I mean, of course I am too. Also, I've been looking. There's like a website called Vendors of Color that you can like do for wedding rental stuff. So I've been looking at them for like photography and stuff. And I checked out officiants. And one of them is one of the officiants from season 4 of Love is Blind who did some of the Seattle weddings.
Oh my God, so cute. I love that.
I know. And I'm like,
get them.
Do I just want to like, I know, right?
Yeah. And get some insight. And then maybe ask them about the weddings.
It just would be so cool to be like, yeah, this person was on Love is Blind and she married like, I don't know, Chelsea and Kwame. And now she married me and Silas.
Yeah. Like literally put it on the program.
That'd be so cool. Okay, I think I might do it. It's kind of expensive, but I think it might be worth it.
Treat yourself, girl. You only get married once. Or at least I think you will.
Ideally. So. Ideally, yeah.
Do it.
Okay, I will. So Marnie then runs into Ethan, and he apologizes to her for the events of Halloweentown High, as we said, everything that went down. And we find out that he actually worked with Aggie over the summer and, you know, is a all-around good human, good magic person, whatever.
Yeah, he's a cutie.
Yeah, he is. And then we see Anissa, Marnie, and Ethan. They sit down together and discuss their courses and the no magic rule. And Marnie learns that this rule is new due to what she did, basically opening the portal, allowing magical kids to go to, like, you know, human world schools, which you needed to, like, boost their numbers. So now they let in every kind of person, including, like, goblins, people who don't basically have magic to use. So the reason that no magic is allowed on campus is to level the playing field. The problem is they don't actually restrict it. So people are still using magic in secret. So it's like, only use it when the one of authority is around.
Yeah, just don't get caught, basically. But just do it. Do what you want, but don't get caught.
Yeah.
It's irritating.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And throughout this movie, I'm not going to keep touching on it, but we see Gwen, who apparently is a real estate agent. I didn't know that.
Same.
And the entire film, she is showing homes to families, trying to use water sources like the toilet, to talk to Marnie and Dylan. Bath. And yeah, right. And she's having a breakdown because she's like an empty nester now, and she's trying to come to grips with that.
She like
so just know that that's happening.
To the dude who's like checking her out at the grocery store. He's like scanning her items, and all she's talking about is how her little birdies have flown away, and he couldn't care less. But then she uses like a little bit of magic, and he's like, so nonchalant, deadpan, like monotone breakdown on aisle or breakdown at register 3, and I'm like. Yeah,
is he having a breakdown?
I think so. I think he thinks he is because he just saw her like float her groceries over. So I think he's like, yeah, I need a break.
That makes sense because I was like, she just had kind of a breakdown, but it makes sense that it's him.
He looks like he might be on the verge of a breakdown as well. He looked like he was just not. He couldn't take anything else. So I don't know.
He needs to reset and relax for sure.
Yeah.
And then we also get the sense in the scene that the Sinister Sisters are kind of bullies, and they also, in a way, have it out for Marnie, because they kind of see her as a threat.
God.
So we see that one of their classes is an excavation site where they're going to research the 1,000 years of history of the school. And we find out the school was actually built on Marnie's ancestral home, Cromwell Castle. And girl, she looks like she could not care less when she finds this out. I don't know if she already knew, but she doesn't give a shit.
I didn't understand. I literally have a note here that like, why isn't she freaking out that they built a school on top of her ancestral castle? Like what? If somebody told me that the building we're standing in and the hole I'm looking down into is to excavate the site of where my ancestors used to live,
the Ennis Castle, the Ennis Castle,
I'd be like, hold on a second. Somebody hand me the keys to this bitch because this building is now mine. I'm going to go down to City Hall or wherever I need to go and get the paperwork done and figure it out. But y'all got to pack it up because I own this land. She does
not care.
She literally is just like,
she does not
cool.
Care.
Interesting. I wonder what's down there. Like, okay, bitch.
Do some research. Yeah. Yeah. Doesn't give a shit.
Like, cause a ruckus, please.
Then we see this artifact rise out of the excavation site, and it's marked S. Cromwell. And it looked like Marnie summoned it out, but we know she didn't. But it's clearly something that belonged to an ancestor of hers.
Yeah.
So Silas and his cronies are discussing the prophecy in a later scene, and we see the chancellor come in, and she's the woman who kind of runs the school. She let Marnie in. She gave her the scholarship, all that stuff. And she's there. Dr. Grog's there. They're basically all together, and they're dressed in this outfit, kind of showing that they're in like this group together.
Yeah.
And we find out that to move the prophecy forward, they need to get Marnie to use magic at school. So the Sinister Sisters also come in, and they kind of tell them, like, you need to help make this happen.
Yeah. Like, get her to trick her into it somehow.
Yeah. Even though I like the Sinister Sisters as, like, a part of the story, they really don't make sense as a part of the overall overarching evil plot. Like, they don't really play an actual role, but they keep showing up as if they are a part of it.
They're just weird. Like bullies. I guess they do, like, they play a role in kind of forcing Dylan to be their little minion for a while, which riles Marnie up, but it's not necessary. That's true. Like, they could have just left that out because ultimately Marnie winds up trapped by the Dominion anyway. Like, they get to her. Yeah. So I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The group's called the Dominion. We find out later, but I feel like they could have still done the Dylan thing without including them in all these other scenes. Maybe just have a moment where the dad's like, you know, we have this prophecy. Your goal is to like make sure Dylan is, you know, in your hands so you can use him to manipulate Marnie. But it's like they keep showing up like, you need to get her to use magic. You need to get her. They don't get her to do anything. So it's like, why? For what?
Makes no sense.
So none. We see Marnie doing laundry at school, talking to her mom, who is like FaceTiming her, quote unquote FaceTiming her, through the washer. And this was weird to me because her mom mentioned that she knew Marnie would be doing laundry because when she was in college, she also always did laundry on Wednesdays.
I have a note about this too. I was like, and this is where I started to lose my mind. I said, bro, I need this movie to be over. Oh my God.
What?
I literally wrote that down because, like, what are you talking about? What do you mean that you
you know, Crystal, your mom never calls you saying, like, Tuesday, I knew you'd be doing laundry because when I was 34, I also did laundry on Tuesdays.
I knew exactly where you'd be. You're my daughter, after all. Girl, please.
Like, what? What are we talking about?
And it seems involuntary. Like, she didn't answer a phone or anything. She just opened the washing machine.
She just showed up. Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm like, this is so invasive. Like, go away. Call me on the witch's glass so I can ignore you like normal. Like, whatever.
Yeah.
This is such
completely pointless and weird, nonsensical. She doesn't even really, like, serve a point in that scene. It's just like... Yeah. They both did laundry on Wednesdays in college.
Like, okay. I guess it's supposed to be like...
Good to know.
Oh, they have... Their connection is so strong. Their mother-daughter bond is so strong, and that's why Gwen is, like, aching because her daughter's gone. I don't know. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
It's just, like, no connection manifests through doing laundry on the same day of the week. Like, no, I'm just going to put that out there.
Like, that's not it. If I've inherited any traits from my parents, it's not the day on which we wash our clothes. I'll let you know that. It makes it not an ounce of sense, not a lick of sense.
no sense to be found.
Ridiculous.
But the call ends because Ethan walks in and Marnie needs to hang up on her mom. And Ethan walks in, the vibes are heavy between these two. We can tell there's like some flirty vibes. They're in DTF.
Heavy.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
He's into it. He's into new Marnie.
He really is.
So the Chancellor then summons Marnie to the excavation site about the box, and she gives her permission to use magic to try to open the box, but it does not work.
I really like this
Marnie's
part when she was like trying to open it, because she did some like nods to Bewitched, and she did like the nose twitch, like the little and then she did like the head nod thing.
I Dream of Jeannie.
Yeah, I Dream of Jeannie. Yeah, it was like she was doing. They put those in there to kind of just like sprinkle in some references from the past, which was cute.
Yeah, I love it. I used to love those shows when I was a kid on Nick at Night.
I never watched I Dream of Jeannie, but only like I just knew her signature move, and then I did watch Bewitched, like a lot of it, not like all of it, but yeah.
Both of them are a problem. I won't get into it now, but whatever.
I mean,
so
they're quite old, so yeah.
Yeah, just quickly, Darren, fucking bewitched Samantha's husband, hates that she's a witch and does magic. I'm like, why are you married to this man? And I Dream of Jeannie, she's literally like a slave where she's like, yes, master. What would you like, master? She just is there to like literally serve this man who she calls master. It's a problem. Anyway.
Yeah. So, just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Marnie is curious about this box. She goes to one of her professors, who reminds us a lot of Aggie. Yeah. Her name is Professor Periwinkle. And she lets us know that she did not sign in the magic treaty, so she's still allowed to do magic on campus. So she tells Marnie a little bit about who S. Cromwell was, and that her name is actually Splendora Cromwell. We learned that they were really good friends back in the day, but that she swore to like not spill Splendora's secrets, and that Marnie is not ready to really learn like the background and real truth about things yet.
Right.
So then we see I know, right? Did you know what was going on at this point? Did you like know who S. Cromwell was?
No, I had no clue.
I didn't either, and I feel kind of dumb. I'm like, I should have figured this out a lot sooner, but I did not until they told me.
You think so? I don't think there's any way that we could have put that together.
I think there are definitely ways that we should have been able to put that together.
I guess maybe, because we do know Aggie's been around since the dawn of time, so we should have figured out that she had something to do with it.
Also because, like, she tells, Periwinkle tells us she knew S. Cromwell, that she was really good friends with Aggie. They remind us a lot of each other.
Yeah.
And the fact that, like, the school's built on fucking Cromwell Castle.
True. Facts. Like, that means Periwinkle has been there for 1,000 years. Because she was there when she went back 1,000 years. So Periwinkle has literally been in that same spot, I guess, for most of, her days. Like,
well, she might have like left and gone places. Well, all we know is that she was there 1,000 years ago. She's there now.
I don't know.
She's a Shakespeare expert. She could have gone to like England. Also, she's British. I don't understand the different accents in Halloweentown.
British. Yeah.
It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I don't know where everybody's from.
They're all from Halloweentown.
I know, but it's just like, do they inherit the accents from, I don't know, from their ancestors, from their parents, from whoever, kind of got them there? I don't get it.
That's not how accents work.
That's what I'm saying. So then, but they're from Halloweentown, and there's no Halloweentown accent. Everyone in Halloweentown just has their own accent. Like, Luke sounds totally American. He sounds like an American boy.
Yeah.
Marnie sounds American. Their whole family sounds American.
Well, they were raised in the human world.
Yeah, that's true.
America. Yeah,
that is true.
Aggie sounds American too.
Yeah, she sounds American. She sounds like an American grandma. Benny sounds like he's from New York. So I don't know what's going on there. What's a U.S. happening? Accent. Yeah.
Maybe in Halloweentown, there's like little areas like this town's Little America, and within Little America, there's Little New York, and this is Little Britain.
I mean, I could believe that. I could.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that's it.
Howling Harriet had her own
British.
Yeah, she was British too, and it was like some.
Yeah.
One of those like cheery British accents where they don't really pronounce every letter. So I don't know.
Yeah. So yeah, we learn that, that happens. And then Marnie's still curious about who Splendora Cromwell is. She takes Dylan, she goes to the library. That is when we learn the bomb that Dylan used magic to speed read his way through high school. That's why he skipped a grade. That's why he's in college with Marnie.
Yeah, secretly using magic all this time.
And it was so cool. He's the way he in the grass.
Speed reading, and the books were flying, and the words were flying off the pages and crashing into Marnie and shit. And I'm like, I like this. This is cool. Okay, Dylan.
It is pretty cool. Yeah. So we see him speed read right then and there, and like learn all about Splendora, what he can of Splendora. And he...
Why didn't he tell her?
Basically learns...
He knew who she was, her identity at that point.
No, he says pages were ripped out. So all he knew is that there's a very powerful magical power that is locked in the box.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Facts.
Then Dylan goes up to Scarlet, and because apparently they had a date, and... When she goes to him, she basically is like, "Who are you? No, we do not have a date." Like, no. And then she traces off with some horrifically dressed man.
Oh, right? The dude wearing like some Guy Fieri t-shirt, like some Guy Fieri collared shirt. Like, girl,
that was a young Guy Fieri.
That was him.
That's how he became the mayor of Flavortown, because Scarlet gave him that power.
Honestly, it makes sense, because I don't know what his credentials are otherwise, to be honest. He just showed up, like Guy Fieri just appeared, so I don't know.
He really just showed up one day fully famous.
Yeah.
Fully famous and the mayor of Flavortown. That's how I feel.
I literally have no clue where he was before that, or if he has any credentials at all, so that tracks.
He was at Witch U, dating Scarlet, wearing terrible shirts even back then.
Mm-hmm. Style persevered, which is sad.
It is sad. So, we then see Ethan and Marnie, and they decide to go on a date together. Yeah. So they fly around via broomstick, and Right Where You Want Me by Jesse McCartney plays in the background. Do you remember that song?
No, I didn't remember that song at all.
You got me right where you want me. Honestly, I heard it, and I'm like, I know the song, and I do remember it playing back in the day.
Wow.
Like it being a thing.
Yeah, this is my first time hearing it, I think. Like, I don't know.
It still slaps after all these years.
It was cute. It was a cute moment on the broom when they were, having
they were vibing.
Thing. They were.
So then they go to an ice cream shop where they see the Sinister Sisters are out with Dylan, and they're basically using him for schoolwork and help, and just basically like he's kind of their slave at this point. Yeah. They're using magic to keep him under control. Wait, so Marnie goes up to them.
Like when they first get to the ice cream shop though, like Marnie is about to take a bite of ice cream, and Ethan's like, "Oh, a healthy appetite. I like that in a girl."
Yeah, he does say that.
She hasn't eaten anything, and it's ice. Like, we're just getting ice cream. Like, what are you talking about? Like, what?
It is a weird time, because it's like when I order this giant ass sundae, that'd be a thing to say.
Right.
After I've eaten it, that's a thing to say. But like when I'm about to take my first bite, it's a weird time to mention that.
I haven't shown any inclination that I can eat a lot at all. I'm just...
But he does look like he wants her to eat that whole thing. Like, he looks like he does like a girl with a healthy appetite.
He's like looking at it and her. He's like, healthy appetite.
Yeah. Like, eat that ice cream, girl. Like, he loves it.
I like that. I like that.
Yeah. I had that moment, and I like went in my head about like, I like it when men are cool about women having actual appetites, but also it's like only okay to have an appetite if you're a skinny white woman. So it's like,
yeah,
I had a lot of thoughts come through my head in that moment.
And it's literally the bare minimum, like being okay with a woman eating food, which we need to live. So yeah.
Yeah, but it's kind of like when Jennifer Lawrence was like all anyone ever talked about, and how she was like, I love pizza and I love to eat. And it's like, it's only cute when like skinny white women talk about how much they like to eat, which is annoying. It's not their fault, but it is like the world's fault. So anyway,
it is indeed the world's fault. It's men's fault. I'll just go as far as to say that
it's men's fault. It's the patriarchy's fault, obviously.
Yep. Mm-hmm. It's facts.
So Marnie goes up to the Sinister Sisters and is like, "Stop bullying my brother," but he's like too deep in it, and he's like, "Whatever, this is my life now. Get away from me." Mm-hmm. So she and Ethan then go to leave, but as they're trying to fly away, their broomstick gets all wonky and turns into a snake, and they fall, but they decide to take a romantic stroll back to campus.
This would be my greatest fear. Like, that my broom would, like, malfunction and I would just fall to the ground. I mean, they didn't like fall to the ground. They kind of got close to the ground and then, fell off.
Yeah.
But what if it knocked me off at like 3,000 feet into the air? I'm dead.
Like Chamber of Secrets, where his broom starts like betraying him at the Quidditch match.
Yeah, when he's playing Quidditch. Oh my God. See, that shit would freak me the fuck out. I guess at Marnie's stage of being a witch, she would probably know how to conjure up maybe some giant inflatable cushion or something on the ground to save her, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like I would.
That's what I'm thinking. Like, you have magic on your side to try to save you, but it is still very scary. Like, will you be able to react in time?
Right. And my brain's panicking. Like, is it gonna work?
Maybe I'd wear a helmet. I'd wear a helmet on my broomstick.
It's not gonna save you from a 3,000-foot fall, but
be a cute look.
I mean, yeah, it would be adorable, but still.
So the Dominion, they're ramping up their plans to get Marnie to open this damn box, because once she does, she'll be able to assume the power that's within the box, and they'll be able to use it to rule Halloweentown. So we still don't know exactly what it is, but we're like getting more context clues as to what it might be. Around this time, we also learned that like the Sinister Sisters are able to control Ethan because this is something, the way he's acting is stuff that he would do or wants to do, being like very subservient to them, but they couldn't make him behave this way if there wasn't a part of him that already wanted this. Yeah. So like we learned that no one has the power at this point to fully control another person.
Right. Can only amplify what's already there, pretty much.
Exactly. That's exactly right. So Ethan then okay.
I don't know where
Ethan then tells Marnie. Ethan then tells Marnie that the Dominion basically are using her, and that she should stop what she's doing, and she's a dumb bitch till the end.
She's so stupid.
And she tells him, "No, Grog and Goodwin the Chancellor are good guys, unlike yo." And then she walks away. It's like, you literally don't learn. You do not learn. Does your whole family have the 51st date syndrome?
Yes.
You wake up and you forget what happened the previous day, the previous movie?
Literally. Everyone but Aggie and Dylan got issues. So it's just the two of them. And
Believable.
Sophie's perfect and fine, of course.
Yeah, she's wonderful. She's the best.
I wanted to talk about this goblin's drooling issues, though. And his, like, snot.
Wanted to not, but let's do it. Let's do it.
I just don't understand it. Because Luke is a straight up goblin, and this guy, he looks like a goblin. And I'm sure he's a goblin as well.
He looks like movie 1 Luke.
Yes, prosthetics. Exactly. Yeah. And I'm wondering, why does he drool and drip snot, and Luke never did that? Like, Luke never had that problem. Like, what's going on?
I can't explain it. I hate it. I hate seeing it. There's a scene where he just has so much drool on his face. It's disgusting.
Yeah, and it's like dripping off. It's like dangling.
And they keep showing it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, first he blows his nose and the sound is appalling.
It's so
loud. And
loud.
then we flash back to him and then his face is just covered in drool and I'm like,
yeah, like why?
What a disgusting character. Why would they do this?
Literally, why did they do this to him? Why did they make this choice? It plays no role. It's not like he uses his snot and drool to make something slippery and then get out of handcuffs. Like what? Why did we do this to him? And there's another scene where he has a clipboard, and someone walks up to him. Is it Marnie or Ethan? I think it was Marnie, and she's like, "Drool check," and he wipes the drool and then just goes back to writing. Like, he doesn't wipe his hand on his pants or anything. He just goes back to writing on the clipboard with it. And I'm like, does anyone want to get close to this man, this goblin? I don't think so. No. I know I wouldn't.
He's a truly disgusting character. Like,
it's so gross.
Yeah. He did not need to be a part of this film. I wish he had been eliminated. I don't like it.
He didn't need to exist at all.
No, he doesn't really play a purpose. It's disgusting.
They're just like, we need something gross. Let's just get a gross guy in there.
Yeah.
Like, for what, bro?
I have no idea, but
I don't know.
Marnie then goes to Periwinkle to ask her for help to travel back in time so she can talk to Splendora. And Periwinkle's like, okay, you're finally ready. Like, let's do this. So she goes back in time 1,000 years. She sees Benny, who at this point is like driving a horse and carriage. Yeah. And she gets a ride to Cromwell Castle from him. And
so
she
funny.
meets a young periwinkle who is a fruitmonger at this point in time.
Yeah.
And
She's a
she's just hanging
hottie.
out in the castle grounds.
Young
She is. She's really
periwinkle
attractive.
to get it, absolutely.
100%. So then we see Splendora, who is, it's Marnie in a Party
Literally.
City wig. Oh my God.
Yes. I wrote down, I said Party City is Disney's favorite store, Disney Channel's favorite costume
That wig
provider.
is
Atrocious.
a problem. Like, why would they do that to her? Why did they do it to her? Like,
I have no clue. And they I mean, it's a bad wig, sure, but they also just slapped it on her head and then put like some thing over, I guess, to cover where it probably looks the worst.
Yeah.
I'm like, what happened to you? What is going on here?
like, this is I know it's Disney Channel, but this is a movie. Like, I've worked on plays where the wig budget is better than this. Like, what's happening?
Literally. High school play productions that have had better costumes and wigs than this. Like,
Embarrassing.
y'all need help.
Wow.
It was disgusting.
So we see the Party City wig, and she is getting ready for her coronation. Marnie tries to go up and talk to her, but before she can, she gets imprisoned, and she learns from Periwinkle that Splendora has locked herself in her room. Marnie and Periwinkle use magic so that Marnie can transport to Splendora's room to, like, help. She kind of explains herself to Periwinkle. So once Marnie's there, the room's empty, and she finds the box. And she opens it, and she realizes it's empty because Splendora has yet to put the power in the box. So then we see Splendora, and we find out that the power is actually an amulet that Splendora is currently wearing. And Marnie tries to convince Splendora, give me the amulet. We find out that the power, as we might have guessed, allows anyone who wears it or controls it to control the hearts and minds of anyone they choose. So extremely dangerous.
So scary.
Yes. So we find out in this conversation that the Dominions exists even during Splendora's time 1,000 years ago, and her goal is to prevent them from getting this power because she knows that they mean to do harm with it. Because of this, Splendora refuses to give Marnie the power and shows her how harmful it is by basically forcing her to do a few things against her will. And she tells her that 3 Cromwells came together to create the amulet, and it will take 3 to destroy it. So she on her own can't destroy it.
Right.
This is when we find out that Splendora is actually Splendora Agatha Cromwell, aka Agatha, aka Aggie, our girl. Ooh.
Nowhere to be found, but this is great.
Yeah, but Younger's here. And so Splendora, aka Aggie, gives Marnie, she locks the power up, and then she gives Marnie the key, saying the safest place to hide the key is the future.
Yes.
Which is smart.
Yeah.
So
indeed.
Marnie goes back to the present, and she's able to open the box, and the Chancellor immediately steals it from her, and, is trying to get her to be able to use it. So they then use Dylan to keep Marnie in place. The Sinister Sisters turn Dylan into a dog. They're at basically like a 1,000-year celebration, so everyone from Witchu's kind of gathered already. So they turn Dylan into a dog and lock him up. So Marnie then is like upset. She's like, I really wish my mom was here. Her mom immediately shows up to come and help her, and she transforms into some witchy clothes, which is cool. And they use a witch's glass through her computer, which I've not seen before, to find out where Dylan is. And we see that he's in a cage, but when they look at the cage, there's a lock on it with an S on it. And looking at the S basically sucks. Yeah, S for Sinister. It sucks Marnie through the computer portal to wherever they are.
Yeah, which is so weird. It's never
because
happened before, so I don't know what the hell.
Yeah, it's very strange. It's very convenient. Like, okay, now this is a possibility.
Right.
So they then convince Marnie to agree to be their queen and use the power this night to basically... They want to basically make Witch University pure again. Have it only be witches and warlocks, it seems like. Mm-hmm. And get rid of everyone else.
The converse of what we were dealing with the last movie, where they just wanted to eliminate the magic from the human world. It's like, witches only, bitch. And I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just a lot of ethnic cleansing going on here.
Yeah.
So that is their goal. So Marnie agrees to use the power, but she make sure that she asks for a couple things. She asks that Anissa, her genie resident advisor and friend, be there, and once they're there and she's using the power, she commands Anissa to put the amulet in her bottle. And then she commands her mom and brother to help her destroy the amulet.
I don't know why it had to go into her lamp first.
This is all very clunky and confusing because, spoiler alert, we find out that the amulet wasn't destroyed. So I'm like,
right.
What did she... I don't understand how she commanded them to do it, but...
For no reason.
But also, it's like, you commanded them to destroy it, so, like, how did you...
How did they not? Right.
Not? Yeah.
Anyway. I literally... I don't know.
Yeah, don't ask too many questions is what we've learned with these movies.
Oh, thanks.
So, we then find out that Professor Periwinkle is actually Agent Periwinkle, and she's been a member of the Anti-Dominion Task Force for, I guess, like 1,000 years.
Perry the Platypus.
Yeah, so everything's fine.
Agent Periwinkle.
Oh, go ahead.
Agent Periwinkle just surrounded
him. Yeah.
Perry the Platypus. I don't know why.
Perry the Platypus, totally, I can see that. I can see it. So Ethan and Marnie have a moment, and we find out that Ethan actually, when all the things went down in Halloweentown High with his dad's powers were taken, and he renounced his. So he doesn't have any magic. He's a full-ass mortal now. And then Gwen's dumbass is like, I knew I liked him for a reason. I'm like, okay, then why didn't you renounce your powers, huh? Right. Why do you still have powers, Gwen?
Like, you don't have to have your powers, girl. Just get them taken away if you want to be human so
You hate
bad.
them so much.
While you're wearing a hella witchy outfit, which you didn't even need to put on.
She's fake.
She's hella fake.
Fake as hell.
She don't know who the fuck she want to be.
Her.
I can't stand. I can't
stand her. So we then find out that the Dominion, including Silas Sinister and the entire Sinister family, have lost their powers. That includes the Sinister sisters. So they're super bummed out. They're like, we might as well be ugly. And I'm like, okay, girl, pretty privilege is a thing. You don't want to be ugly and powerless in this world, okay? No. It ain't easy.
Like, that's a double whammy, babe. Just be grateful that you still have your looks. It's fine.
You can still use your looks quite a bit, so do that.
Yeah.
We then see that Marnie has actually gifted the amulet. She did not destroy it. She gifted it to Dylan. He finds it when looking through one of his books, and then he puts it back in the book and puts it on his bookshelf. And that is how the movie ends.
Yeah.
This is why I'm saying it felt like a requel.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there was supposed to be more that happened with the amulet.
Yes. It's a setup. They're setting us up for the 5th Halloweentown, and they never made it.
Yeah. Well, we'll write it, and we'll fix that.
Okay. It's been almost 20 years. It's been 18 years since this movie came out, so maybe it's time. Maybe they've just been, brewing, and they're gonna release it on the 20th anniversary in 2 years. I don't know.
Well, we have to write it first, but we'll see.
Facts. I can't deal with that, though. They better not. I don't want any more Halloweentown.
No, if I write it, I think it'd be, I want it to get made.
Yeah, if we write it, it'll be great.
But otherwise, no thank you.
No.
But also, I kind of love the idea of there being a 5th Halloweentown. Like, that'd be kind of amazing, right?
No.
Like, I don't know. I'm just like, that is crazy. That's wild that they would do that. I don't know. I just kind of want it.
Just for the antics alone. Just for the shenanigans.
Like, the gram, man. Like, y'all did that. Why?
I mean, it would definitely be like a thing. It would be, an event. But I would not want to watch the movie. Oh my God.
I'd be excited. I don't know. It'd be like an opening. I'd be like, okay, popcorn friends. Like, we're doing, like, I'd be in it.
It's time. Like,
I can't explain myself. I just would be.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, we don't like this franchise. What are you excited about?
I don't know. It's like a thing that happened in our childhood. They're bringing it back, but not. Okay, so like, let me ask you this. And I feel like I know the answer. Would you rather them remake Halloweentown 1998 or give us a Halloweentown 5?
Remake, for sure.
That is no. What?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. I don't need to know what happens with this amulet. I don't need any more story.
But you need a remake? You would rather have a remake.
I would rather have that. I don't need either. Okay, I don't need any more Halloweentown content.
I'm mad at you about that.
I am
angry.
any more Halloweentown lore. I don't need anything else to happen in the Halloweentown universe. Okay?
You look like a woman who's reached your breaking point. Like, I don't need it, and I cannot handle it.
I can't. That's what I'm saying. I cannot. I can't handle it.
I don't know. I think I kind of would love a Halloweentown 5. I would love it. I can't explain myself. It's just how I feel right now.
Yeah, there is no explanation for that. It's psychosis.
But I do think it is more psychotic of you to say that you'd rather have a redo than a 5.
I think you have Stockholm syndrome from being trapped by this series.
No,
you have become...
Okay, like they bring back sexy ass Luke for 5.
Oh, okay. I mean, yeah, he's hot.
Oh, now you're in it. Okay, I see.
I would want him to be in either one. Either he's like a parent or something in the remake, or he's I don't know. He's got to be in the next. If they do make a Halloweentown.
I want a 5. I want a 5, baby. Now, tell me what happened with that amulet. What's going on with the amulet?
I don't even care. I don't want to know.
I mean, I ultimately don't care, but I also would love it.
This franchise has turned you into someone.
These movies broke me.
Else. Yeah,
these movies broke me.
Yeah. That's literally what I'm saying. It's psychosis. These movies have gotten to you, and we've come full circle, and now you're a fan.
Maybe it's the COVID.
Maybe
it changed me.
Scrambled your brain.
I don't know.
Oh my
I'm
word.
in it. I'm in it now.
Who is this? I don't even know who I'm talking to.
Bethany Birdhill. Oh, hello, Enrico.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I don't know. There's really not much else to say about this.
Never me. I don't want any more Halloweentown at all. Don't revive it. Don't do anything, Disney.
No, I'm bringing it back. I'm bringing it back.
You know what? Because you said that, it probably is going to come back. I'm probably going to get a notification on
Hell yeah.
TikTok. Or I'm going to see a TikTok like tonight or tomorrow. Halloweentown 5 coming this October.
I know, but we're probably going to get like some dumbass situation where it's like a remake, not a, fifth one, which I don't want. I do not want a remake. I'd hate a remake. Don't give me a remake. I hate that.
Yeah.
That is, no, Crystal, stop it. I'm upset with you. All right.
I'll take it. I'll take the remake.
All right. So we've come to the point in this conversation, which I feel like we might have our first real debate on this.
Wow, yeah.
Of where to rank this movie.
I don't think we are on the same page at all.
we are not. We're in different books, Crystal. Like, oh my god.
Oh my word. Oh wow, this is our 11th episode. All right, on the road to 20, baby.
It is. So tell me where you think this should go.
God.
Let's start there. I think that's the safest way to go.
Okay, I'm thinking that I think this movie was better than Halloweentown High. I'll give it that. So I'm going to pop it in at number 8 underneath Under Wraps 2021. That's where I think it should go.
No. It's definitely better than Under Wraps 2021. Like, there's no question about that. If I had it my way, I'd put it at number 5 under Pick Brigade.
Above Halloweentown 2?
Yes, 100%.
Calabar's Revenge.
It's my favorite. I told you it's my favorite Halloweentown. I said that at the start of this.
Girl, that's
okay,
crazy.
But we need to compromise.
I'll go with 7. Under Halloweentown.
We put it at 7. Okay, 7. That's what I say. Yes, okay, 7. All right.
Number 5 is insane. What?
Crystal? You don't get it.
I really don't.
She doesn't get it.
And I'm the one who loves Halloweentown. The first movie. I'm like, that's my soul movie. And I can't get with the sequels. I can't get with the rest of the franchise. You have somehow been caught up. They've caught you in their claws, and you are now a fan. I don't understand.
Just the fourth one. That's when it gets good. That's why I need my 5th one.
Wow.
Yeah.
The new Marnie Halloweentown is your favorite Halloweentown.
But it would have been better with A, original Marnie, B,
Facts.
Lucas instead of Ethan. Even though Ethan's fine. Ethan's nice.
Yeah.
I just love Lucas.
Me too.
Yeah.
Love him so much. He's a fine young goblin. All right, so we said number 7.
Number 7. That's our compromise. I can't put it below Under Wraps. That's a crime. That is a travesty.
I enjoyed
First name
Halloween.
and last name Raggedy. Like, we can't do that.
I enjoyed Under Wraps 2021 more than this movie, for sure.
I can't imagine that that's true.
It is. Those kids were having a romp of a time. I was like, ooh, how are they going to do this? Oh, what's going to happen here? What's going to happen with this? And Gilbert, my man Gilbert
But you knew because it's a remake.
Yeah, I knew what's going to happen, but I'm just like, I just want to see what's different. I want to see like what, there were some different elements. It was interesting. I was really in it.
They went back 1,000 years in this movie. They went back 1,000 years. They time traveled. And they saw Benny. He's a cab driver. And he was driving a horse and carriage 1,000 years ago.
I needed it to be done. The whole time it was just rough. It was hard. It was hard to get through. Oh no. I don't know what's going on.
Well, listener, next week we're doing...
Xenon.
We're finally free of Halloweentown.
Oh
we're doing Xenon, a new franchise. There's 3 of them.
Yes.
Why do we keep doing this? I don't know, but here we are.
Yeah, are we gonna have to switch it up? Should we just do them in release order? Or
no, we've already committed to this format.
We have. It's true. We've already done all the Under Wraps,
to change.
all the Halloweentowns. Fuck my life.
I can't change now.
That's facts.
I liked it with like... Go ahead.
I was going to say I will love it when we get to High School Musical, because I do actually love every High School Musical movie. So
I don't like 2, but I love 1 and 3 for sure.
I barely remember 2. All I remember is the kitchen scene in the beginning. And Camp Rock. Is there a franchise for Camp Rock or just a sequel? There's Camp Rock and Camp Rock 2. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Not bad.
I didn't like Camp Rock very much, but I changed, so we'll see how I feel now.
I don't even know what happens in Camp Rock.
And I liked it with like Under Wraps because it brought us from, original, like the first Disney Channel original movie to like very recent ones. So it's kind of like nice to switch up the release timing order in that sense. So
I do like that. Yeah.
I'm also excited for Johnny Tsunami 1 and 2. There's 2 of those.
I never saw the sequel to Johnny Tsunami.
Neither did I.
Oh yeah, I don't think I did. What is it called? Kapahala something. Back in, I don't know.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
Back on Board or something like that.
Back on Board, yeah. I think that's it.
Why? Okay, of all these movies we're discussing, what's the best one? Brink, obviously.
Brink, for sure.
Why has there never been any... I'm not saying we need it or want it. I'm just curious. Like, why would they never try for more Brink content?
I don't know.
After all these years, Brink.
After all these years, still making me laugh. We need it. We need more Brink. I don't know why they did that. I would love
a Cobra Kai type. My friend Jamie texted me and she said she listened to the episode. She was like, "Oh, do you want like a Cobra Kai like reboot of Brink?" And I was like, "That's exactly what I want."
Yes.
And so that's my dream. That's my dream.
Yeah, I feel like Cobra Kai did a great job of bringing back some OGs. I still need to watch. I watched like the first 4 episodes, but I need to continue on.
I love Cobra Kai. One of my favorite shows of all time. Like, unironically, I'm just obsessed with it.
Your love with it has not wavered.
I don't know what it is about it, but I like love it, and I need to rewatch it. I'm gonna start tonight. I'm excited.
I'm gonna restart the show tonight, actually, because it's been like 7 months since I watched those episodes.
Okay, text me your thoughts as you watch it, because I've seen it all anyway. Especially the first season, I've seen like 4 times. So.
Wow. Your love runs.
I love it. I don't know
so
what to
deep.
say. It really does. It really does. All right, my love. Well, that's a wrap. As I said, next week, Xenon, which will begin our Xenon trilogy. And
Bethany's laptop died while we were saying our goodbyes. So enjoy this little song that I sang when she disappeared. And we will catch you next week for Xenon. Thank you for listening, babies. We love you. Bye-bye. Oh no, Bethany, where'd you go?
Thank you so much for listening to The Bomb Decom. You can follow us all over the internet on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, all at The Bomb Decom, and at our website at thebombdecom.com. You can also email us at thebombdecom@gmail.com. We release new episodes every Wednesday, so you better find your ass back here next week.
This show was created, produced, and hosted by us, Bethany Birdhill and Crystal Innes, and edited by me, Crystal. Our theme music credit also goes to DJ Quads. Thank you, DJ Quads, for the excellent music. You can find them on YouTube. And we will see you next time, babies. Bye.